I don't know what it is about me. Something I inherited from my father, I suppose. But I have got to keep my yard green. That's just a thing. It's much easier to do in Ohio, I'll tell you that, because of the humidity. If you Ohioans lived in the West, you'd understand. We start watering our yards a lot and often. Look at my rose bush. Yeah. But I gotta keep it green and I gotta keep it mowed. Ooh, flag is looking good today. This looks like I'm gonna have to replace it before winter, right? And the thing of it is, it always reminds me of being a kid. When I was a little kid, my dad kept our yard so green and so mowed. It was perfect, but he let us play on it still. We had a pretty big yard. We had so many football and baseball games and games of tag, freeze tag. We had a glow-in-the-dark soccer ball we played with at night. All on my dad's yard that he took meticulous care of, but still let his kids enjoy the fun of playing in the green grass. And so every time I come out here and take care of this yard, I think about that. You know, my kids are grown, but a yard is a special thing. It's a very American rural feeling. And I don't have a ton of space. But what I have, yard-wise, it's green and it's mowed. And let me tell you something about mowing that yard. A couple days ago, I was stressed out. And I was so glad that it was time to mow the yard because I knew that was going to be what de-stressed me. Took me from being a little bit anxious over some things going on to a real nice mellow. I slept so well that night after mowing and taking care of my yard, edging it. And it really is something. How it helps you feel good, well, inside to do something that I really do believe God intended for you to do. God put us on earth to take care of stuff, to be caretakers of this earth. Ooh, that big old tree. There's a squirrel building a house up in there somewhere. I don't want him to, but he hasn't had that discussion with me yet. I'm going to charge him rent. As you can see, my neighbor, dude is a meticulous yard guy. Probably a little bit of competitive nature in me. Matter of fact, if I hear his mower start, within 24 hours, I'm going to be out here mowing. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your yard this summer. I hope you really take a chance to just understand what it means to have a nice front yard. If you don't have one, if you send me a little message, maybe you can come walk around in mine for a while. You can't mow it. I don't let that happen. I love to mow my yard. Man, this stuff just took over right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, I love taking care of the things that God gave me to take care of. And it just puts me in the mind of being a young man, a little kid, on a nice warm summer evening like tonight, out in the yard with my friends, playing some tag, throwing a football. You know, freedom, true freedom, kind of goes away when you get older. That freedom, responsibility weighs you down. You can always revisit freedom in a nice green yard.